What's going on, guys? In this video we're going to be continuing the Arkham Batman custom minifigure showcases with Arkham City. So far this is my favorite Arkham Batman game. That may or may not change as I still haven't finished Arkham Knight because my new PC refuses to launch the game for some reason. But we're going to get right into it here with Harley Quinn to start. Black and red instead of blue and red, and I've created a custom bat that she's holding as an accessory. She does have a bat at some point in the game. I don't have a Lego bat accessory, like an actual bat, so I just built this thing. It looks kind of accurate, kind of has a candy cane design though. It wasn't really sure what to do there, but not a whole lot to say here, but I think it looks pretty good. Moving on to Joker, this is actually the exact same design from the Arkham Asylum video, so we're not going to spend too much time here, but it still looks great. Of course, in this game, he's got the sickness going on, so his face is a bit mangled, and I didn't really find much that could work super well for that. This works just fine as well. Next here, we've got Xiao Ghoul, my personal favorite boss fight in the entire game, and potentially in the entire Arkham series so far. I absolutely loved this fight and the character. I'm not fully satisfied with how this character looks with what I've done. It doesn't look terrible. I've used an Outrider torso, some legs from an old Cole Ninjago minifig, the original Doctor Strange hair, and the face is actually from the one and only Xiao Ghoul Lego minifig, and it looks okay. I gave him a small sword as an accessory. It's not bad. Let me know what you guys think. But this is the Penguin. If you can't tell what he's holding in his hand, it is a cigar, not a chocolate stick. That's definitely what you were thinking. The accuracy here is near perfect, and it's one of the most simple minifigs in the showcase. But speaking of simple, this is Hugo Strange, and there's only ever been one Hugo Strange minifig ever made, and this custom minifig only has one custom part in it, which is the beard. The original minifig has a lighter colored beard. I just made it a bit darker. That's literally it. Otherwise, this is the complete original minifig from a CMF series, I believe, and I just gave him a 1x2 brown tile to represent a clipboard. And even while being basically the original minifig, it's near perfect in accuracy as well. And speaking of simple, yet again, we have TwoFace. This is almost completely the original TwoFace minifig, except we have a mohawk hairpiece from the A-Team Lego Dimensions pack. It works pretty well for the hair. There's some other options you could do. I wanted to use the hairpiece from the recent Dark Knight TwoFace minifig, but I guess the hair is the wrong color, so this works a bit better, honestly. For accessories, I gave him a classic pistol and, of course, a coin. And before we move on, as usual, if you made it up to this point in the video, I greatly appreciate it. And we do have a Discord server we're trying to grow. You can join the link using the description. But let's move on to Catwoman. This minifig is basically a combination of two separate minifigs. The head and helmet piece is from a specific Catwoman minifig, and then the torso and legs is from the newer Black Widow minifig. In terms of accuracy, this one is really good, except for, of course, the Black Widow logo on the front of the torso, but it's not that noticeable, and it looks pretty good overall. I did swap out the arms for just plain black arms. The original Black Widow minifig has printing on the arms with shield logos, which obviously doesn't really fit Catwoman, so I just took those off and gave her a whip as an accessory. Moving into the top three, I would say these are also the top three best looking minifigs in the entire showcase. We have Mr. Freeze, another amazing boss fight. This massive freeze gun I've created is just a contraption. It's not from a specific set or anything. It's just a bunch of parts. You can probably tell exactly how to make it just by looking at the video here. It's fairly simple. Anyways, I was really happy with the parts I found to make this minifig. The torso is near perfect. I don't know which character these legs are from, but they do work very well. I did swap the hip piece for just plain black because the printing on the original hip piece just didn't really go with the rest of the minifig very well. And then we've got this black colored scuba helmet that he's wearing, which also works quite well. For the most part, it doesn't look entirely accurate to the game, but honestly, I'd say it's the most accurate you could get. Arguably though, you could go for the original head accessory for Mr. Freeze, but it's a bit expensive and I want to save money on this video if I'm honest. I also swapped out the original visor piece for light blue. It should be clear for accuracy purposes, but I don't have a clear visor piece, so I just use blue and it still works well. Next is going to be Robin. Of the entire showcase, this is probably the one I'm the most proud of, that I like the best. I swapped out the cape last minute from a certain Star Wars minifig, and it looks way better than what I originally had going. The legs are from an old Lego City scuba diver minifig, and they just work really well for this. I was glad to have these on hand, and I've given him the usual stick as an accessory. Last and obviously not least is the Batman. Same exact design from the Arkham Asylum video. He literally looks the same in both Arkham Asylum and City. There might be some minor differences, but nothing too significant to like really change the design I have for the minifig. We've got the cowl and head from the Dark Knight version of Batman. I don't remember the specific version of Batman that the torso and legs are for. I guess you can go over to the Arkham Asylum video for that information, or I'll put it on the screen, I don't know. We've got the cutout black handcuffs on the side of the arms. Of course, that requires a bit of Lego slaughter if you're okay with that, and a Batarang as an accessory. Anyways, those are all 10 characters I created for this Arkham City custom minifigure showcase. You may have noticed that there are some important characters missing from these showcases, like Alfred and even Oracle and others. I will get to those, don't worry, I am limited on the amount of figures I can make for each video, so stay tuned. We still have Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight to go through. As usual guys, we are doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers for an Iron Patriot minifig, so be sure to subscribe for a chance to win in the future. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.